Their aura is unequal.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Or whatever. And make it a little more raspy, and I follow directions.
Their contents are legendary.
In fact, that little sheet you see is his concept drawing.
Their attitude is embraced. Tune in to one of the most up and rising kaiju-sized groups within our community. So go ahead and watch all of their creative content, including that of the Raw Attitude live interview, where they have special guests ranging from actors, directors, toy creators, artists, and many, many more. You can also find them on multiple of other social media platforms, ranging from Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. You could even sit back and watch your favorite classic monster movie, and even watch us go through one of the most iconic games on Twitch. Featuring your hosts, Eric Stowe, Adrian Settle, Joe Myers, Samson West, Jordon Adorno. They are the Monsters with Attitude. Bada boom! Realest Goji fan in the room. How you doing? Y'all already know it's your boy Jordon the Don Adorno. And if you did not know, right? Let me see if I can get this right for the first time. Oh, I got it, Adrian! I got it! Right here to my, let me see, at least to your guys' left is the founding father of MWA. He is the conductor that runs a train on all these crazy kaiju in Mr. Godzilla Train 1090. Adrian, my brother from another mother. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, Jordan. What's up, Kaiju family? Dwellers of Monster Island, embracing nothing but attitude. How you doing?
So, Adrian, we haven't done a show together in a very long time.
It's been a hot minute, Jordan. It's been a minute.
Dude, and it's only right to not only make a comeback, the strongest duo of MWA, the actual duo of MWA, that we will be embracing the attitude with none other than a fellow content creator that has made a huge scene within our community, and none other than the one, the only Ultrazilla.
What up, folks? What's going on? Adrian and Jordon.
Dude, I am extremely stoked to finally have you on. I know we've been in the talks for quite some time to get a show going, and again, is just, I'm so happy that you're here with us, buddy. Thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here. Sorry for a little technical difficulties. We started a little bit late because of them. It's been a while since I've done a StreamYard. Like, that was my preferred live stream of choice.
Okay.
That's what I used to use when I did a lot of live streams, and then I had a lot of internet issues down at the studio, and I had to stop doing them consistently. So that's when I stopped using StreamYard. So whenever I do a live stream now, it's usually from the apartment. I'm just going straight to YouTube because it's just easier,
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Speaking of YouTube, dude, I need to get back on the wave, man, because I have not done anything since my last trip to G-Fest, and I did a whole vlog about it, but I need to get back on the wave, man. Holy crap, I've been slacking.
YouTube is definitely a wave. That's a good way, because it's just there's ebbs and flows to it, and it's not like for the faint of heart. There's points where you're like, oh my god, what is going on? sometimes you're like, oh man, everything is clicking. Like we get views every video out.
Yes.
You know, there's like slowdowns and like dips, and you're just like, what is happening here, really?
But I think with that, it also makes us all content creators want to continue to make content, to strive for more, despite, you know, the downward spirals, the upward spirals, whatever it may be. I think that's like the uplifting moment that a lot of content creators need to try to make the best content we can possible.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the main goal, right? Is like make the best whatever we're doing, right? Like, you know, you don't have to be pigeonholed into doing one thing. You know, like I consider myself a reviewer first and foremost, right? Like that's what I do more than anything else is review toys, whether they be kaiju toys, whether they be robot toys, whether they be like whatever else I feel like getting, because I'm into so many things, right?
Oh yes.
But like whatever, you know, I'm gonna feature on my channel, and I don't let like, yeah, I'm called Ultrazilla, but I don't let that kind of, you know, hold me back, because at the end of the day, I gotta be happy with the things I do. So if I'm not happy, like, why am I doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Me and Adrian, we're like eye to eye with that. I mean,
yeah,
that's why we've been really just trying to build the brand of MWA, you know. For
that intro, by the way, love that intro.
Thank you. But yeah, man, like we try our best to come up with different ideas.
I haven't commented, but I've been like checking out what you guys been doing. Some good stuff in the last couple. So
Thank you.
I feel like a news one the other night. That's kind of like, you know, my Ultrazilla news. It was like right before mine, and I was just like, oh, let me check it out. Just loading up my stuff, and then yeah, yesterday you had a whole thing, which was pretty cool too.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that.
Sure, definitely.
So, of course, I know me and Adrian, Eric, and a bunch of other members here in MWA, every Sunday we do our Let's Talk, where we normally dive into like the news, the updates that's been going on within our community. So before we get to that, in this specific portion of our show, we would just like to give a shout out to our fellow viewers, some whom in which have been with us since day one and have been with us, oh my goodness, through thick and thin, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Spotify, Twitch, one of them being Shingeki. What is going on, brother?
What's up,
Shingeki?
Also, we have watching on Twitch, Jake. What is going on, Jake? Speaking of Shingeki, he had admitted that he loves your channel.
And he lives on my channel, apparently.
Oh, wow. But, I mean, with all that being
still adjusting here, guys. What is up?
Listen, you're
I'm like looking up, and then I'm looking down. And I'm looking up, and I'm looking down. It's like my wife's computer, because I'm doing this on my wife's computer, by the way. Part of our technical difficulties. Like, it is ginormous. So, like, and I'm not used to using it, so I'm like, where am I looking? So, we're going to be okay. As long as I can see you guys right in front of me.
Yep, no problem. If anything, I'm gonna be honest. Like I like that view that you have right now. You get the view of you right there stacked in the middle. You got Mothra, Godzilla. You got, you know, the best Godzilla of all time in a shirt. So yeah. Oh, look at that.
Look at this giant thing. This is the Mondo.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Tokyo
God.
SOS.
It deserves more of a look at, and it was sitting back there. I literally just brought like the two things I have in my apartment. These are like, you know, centerpieces.
Absolutely.
That's also Mondo, which is beautiful.
That's one of their older ones too.
Yeah, the last few years.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say within the last 3-4 years or so.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah. Beautiful pieces, gorgeous statues. Like, I'll be honest, they're very expensive, especially that Godzilla. Like, it's not like a price point I usually go to. So thank you, Mondo, for sending those to me. I mean, the Mothra, it's not like huge, but that's like $300 right there, you know? So, but I love these two pieces. And they also sent me like the giant Godzilla 89 statue as well. Like, that's a really good, beautiful piece. That's in the studio. But I think I'm going to actually let that go. It just takes up so much real estate. So you'll probably see that on my table at Kaiju Brooklyn.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. Wow, man. So, I mean, since we are talking about collectibles, more so recently from a very beloved toy brand that we at MWA tend to always go after whenever a new pre-order drops, whenever, you know, they had just gotten a few things back in their stockings and they want to, you know, spread it to as many more people as they can possibly before they just finally discontinue it. And that brand is Super 7. So for those that are here that did not or was very unfortunate to not tune in to yesterday's unboxing, we are official affiliates with Super 7. So right here above my head is, you guys see it right there, Super 7 and all that other neat, cool mumble jumble stuff. If you guys want to purchase anything from Super 7 and you guys do follow us on Instagram, by all means, go ahead, click our bio. There are 2 links attached to it, and that is our YouTube channel and our link tree. Once you click on that link tree, you will see the Super 7 logo shaking like crazy, because that is a crazy thing to say, that MWA is officially affiliated with Super 7. Go ahead, shop there, and yeah, won't regret it.
And let me tell you guys out there, like, the best thing you could do to help a channel is click those links, because not only do you don't actually even have to buy something, although it's better if you buy something. But even if you don't buy something, they know how many clicks those, you know, links get. And the more they get clicked, the more, you know, MWA like becomes bigger in their eyes. You know, like, this is how like relationships start with companies, and it's a really good thing. You know, all the best to you guys. I hope everything, you know, works out, and you guys, you know, you're doing good work here. I love the intro. I loved the reel you posted earlier. That was real cool. My wife liked it. Thumbs up from her. You know, like, you guys are doing good work, and, you know, more people, you know, supporting you is a great thing. So that's a great way to support folks. Like, you know, anybody, whenever we post like affiliate links or anything, or we tell you to, you know, hey, you know, click this to buy it. Like, I know some folks like tend to like push back on that. Like, they don't like that, you know, and I'm like, but why? Like, if you like our channels and whatever, and you're gonna go buy something from, let's say, Super 7, why not click that link? You know, nothing. You're not gonna get charged more or anything. You know, like, some of these like links, like I have one for Entertainment Earth. Like, if you like, I mean, I have one for Super 7 as well, and a bunch of others. But like, if like the Entertainment Earth one is like my favorite one personally, because if you click on that link and you go there and, you know, you shop, you get like, you know, I get obviously, you know, some credit back, whatever. And if it's an in-stock item, like, I mean, I've been doing it a while now, so like, I actually have my own personal discount code. You know, so, you know, like, I'll just, you know, if you don't mind me saying it, if you go to Entertainment Earth and, you know, you put in UZ Toys, I mean, you don't even have to go through my links at all. If you use UZ Toys, you get 10% off any in-stock item. So, all the time. You know, so just keep that in mind, you know. But yeah, all of these links like help all of us. Like, and whenever like a content creator, like, you know, posts something, you know, that's like one of the easiest things to support, you know, your favorite channels, because, you know, it just, for me personally, like if I get any credit out of this stuff, I'm always putting it right back in, like by getting like more. Like maybe there was like a kaiju toy that I wasn't gonna pick up, or an of some sort, like Ultraman or something. But like I know folks want to see it. I'll do. I'll get that figure. Then so it helps. Like all that little bit helps. So help out MWA and click that Super 7 link. We got here. Let's see. Beard.
We have two other diehards here at MWA, two loyal fans in Wander This World 97 and the fanciest of cats. And also another core member here at MWA, Mr. Samson West. I'm working on our only Samson hats. Oh, listen, that will definitely blow us up, Samson. I'll tell you that for sure.
Nice. And Wonder This World, thanks for saying that cool stuff. Like I miss doing D for reals. I haven't done that in a while. And Lightning Collection's over now, but I enjoy doing those as well. I have flirted with like going back and getting the big Megazords that they did in the Lightning Collection towards the end. The Zap Megazords, Zoid Ascension. Zord Ascension project, right? Like I had the Megazord. I didn't love it, but I really wanted to get the Dragon Zord, and I never did. And I kept kind of pushing it back. And it's just it's impossible to get now at a decent price. So screwed myself there. The Astro Megazord still around. Like you can get it on eBay actually cheaper for some reason. I have a feeling like a place like Ollie's must have got a bunch of them for super cheap, or like what's the other like discount place everybody gets?
Like Temu, stuff like that.
No, there was something like here in the States, there's like a couple of stores where folks always getting like super discounted Super 7 stuff and like Hasbro stuff. I have a feeling that those Zords ended up there because I've seen a ton of Astro Megazords like on eBay now for like $75 or so, which is like half off. And I'm like, no way! All these people are paying this for $75. They got it for like $25 or something. That happens. I don't have any of those stores at all. I'm in the NYC area, and like we don't have some big stores. We don't have any Walmarts. Like, so it's like, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You guys don't have a Walmart?
Not in NYC. I have one right outside of NYC on Long Island. So it's like right outside of, let's say, Queens, but like not in the NYC area. They've voted against Walmart many times. They've tried. Nope.
Wow.
That's wild.
Well, I guess that's I'm sorry, that's your guys' loss. Walmart is awesome.
I know. There's always plenty of stuff that I want to get at Walmart. So I'm constantly like refreshing their website for the stuff I want.
No, absolutely.
There's always something going there that like I said, I get a lot of different things, like a lot of Transformers and stuff. So I wish that they were all around here as well, because it's like not worth it for me to drive, Target. We have tons of Targets. Like I have a Target, like 5 Targets in like, a 5-mile radius of me.
So Adrian, we're going to be diving into a few things that have just been announced on our personal Facebook page here at MWA, and a bit of other information that hasn't been updated on our Facebook page that we would like to discuss with you, Ultra, to see if maybe you may have piqued some interest, or that we know of if you probably never even heard of. So are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Are you ready, Adrian?
Let's do it.
All righty. So right here, hold on one second. Let me just get this up, and voila, to our beloved Facebook page. We're scrolling all the way down. First and foremost, speaking of Walmart,
I do have the Real Feel Kong, and my review is done, and it goes up tomorrow night. So if anybody's interested in my thoughts on the Kong, I have that one. I did not find Godzilla yet. They're showing it up at Targets as well.
Adrian, what are your thoughts on these?
I found Kong, and it feels wild. I haven't found Godzilla yet.
Actually. It's a fun feeling figure. I always like the flock figures, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, over here in the Dirty Waters, aka Waterbury, Connecticut, I've not seen these yet, but that does not mean that I have not seen any of the other newer figures with the specific packaging art already displayed at my Target. So I mean, shoot. I mean, it was just at Target. I might have to stop by at Walmart. Not sure if I'm gonna be picking these up. I'm pretty satisfied with my Monsterverse collection as of late from Playmates, and of course, anything Kong, I'm not gonna touch, nor am I gonna waste my money on.
Really, you're not a Kong guy?
Oh,
oh my gosh, I'm a huge Kong fan.
Listen, that could literally be a whole nother show. Adrian and everybody else here at MWA would tell you how much Jordon hates Kong.
Wow.
Believe it or not, I never address him as King Kong. I only address him as Kong because he is far from a king to me. So, sorry, not sorry if you are a Kong fan. Oh, wait. I want to talk about this specific piece that Larry ended up acquiring, and that is the I believe this is the Spiral Studios GMK that had just came out, which I think is pretty cool looking.
That is pretty nice.
Good.
Very, very cool. I haven't picked up any of the Spirals at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is an older figure that he has, but I want to showcase this since I know this is more of like a newer figure that has just dropped, and I know there's like a bunch of other color schemes within that specific mold, but yeah, I thought it'd be cool to show off. But the one that I do want to show off, our good old friend Eric Stope. I think Eric Stope actually reposted this.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did, right? So right here, we discussed this piece of news on our latest episode of MWA Raw Talk. Wish it was a second season of the anime, but anything new is a plus in my book. Gamma Rebirth Code. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even. But this is. I'm assuming this has to be the manga that Kadokawa has been talking about.
It looks like it.
I mean, Ultrazilla, have you? It's probably a stupid question. Have you seen Gamma Rebirth?
I have. I'm also a huge Gamma fan. Yeah, I loved Gamma Rebirth. It was so good, really, really good. Myself, Ultrazilla Jr., like absolutely loved it. Just fantastic. Really, like it just felt like the old Showa Gamma.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Modernized, which is fantastic. I really thought they did a great job. So yeah, manga, I'm in. Why not? I'm a comic book guy. I'm in the comic book industry.
Okay.
So like, you don't have to convince me to get a comic. although I, once I got heavy into toy collecting, I kind of like slowed down on the comics.
Oh, not same, dude. Same. It's like a whole nother side of collecting.
Yeah. But I mean, I still love comics. Obviously, I work in comics. That's like my day job.
Oh, wow.
So I don't think we've ever talked about that. So
no, we have not. This is the first for me.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I used to work for DC Comics. I was there for 8 years. Yeah. And I ran the lettering department there. So, and now I do freelance lettering for all kinds of publishers.
Hold on.
Oh, wait. You're going to love this. My first big gig lettering comics was lettering a King Kong comic.
That's awesome.
And that's how I got discovered by DC Comics, actually. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You know what?
And if I didn't work at DC Comics, Ultrazilla might not exist, actually, because my office was right next to DC Direct, which is their toy department. And I got to be friends with most of the DC Direct. And we I always talking like at the, either at work, at the bar, at softball games, whatever. And, I've always loved toys, and I collected them before I got into comics. And then I started collecting them again while I was there. And then just it kind of snowballed from there. But I got to learn a lot about the actual industry of toys while I was there and pick their brains, which I'm always curious about. And that's it kind of makes up who I am here as Ultrazilla, because, if you watch my reviews, I'm always sometimes I'm defending the companies and people think I'm this crazy, I just love, certain companies or something. But I'm like, no, man, I actually understand what these companies do behind the scenes. I understand cost. I understand all of that. So whenever people argue with me, and it's just bro, this is a losing argument in the long run because of what I get. But I try to present a very understanding review of that, because I've been a collector. I've been, I know just how these companies work. So having worked with companies now, I get it. I get what they want, and I get how, to present a review that's actually that's still, critical, but do it in a professional way. Because the last thing you want, the thing that always drives me nuts whenever I see some reviews is the real some of these reviewers getting super angry, and the worst thing you can do is get angry at a toy, and it's just at the end of the day, really, there's so much, and I get it. We spend thousands of dollars on this stuff, right? I've gotten in debt twice over, because of this habit. I get it, when something doesn't turn out right, but if you want to do YouTube and want to do it right, that's not the way to go about your business at all. Always present yourself. Always present yourself as professionally as possible. Two, try to understand. It's not, sometimes it's not easy. I have a little bit of an advantage because I was friends with a lot of these guys well before I, started doing this stuff. So I had a lot of that background knowledge, but there's easy ways to understand and look up what goes into, this stuff, what makes, the prices of these things the prices they are. Why does Super 7 charge $85 for a Godzilla? And it's so funny because the first time I reviewed their Godzilla, I tried to explain that all because I knew that was going to be one of the things people were asking about. And it's just the amount of hate I got back just because no, I'm a fanboy. It is. Oh, it's because you got it for free. I'm no, this is knowledge, you guys. Understand it. This is why this costs this amount. Super 7 does stuff in a certain way, and they only produce a certain amount of figures. That's gonna up the cost always. Production costs are based on quantity. And then it's the plastic quality, and then it's the size, and then it's the accessories, and then have you seen their packaging? It's right there. It's just it didn't come out those first few didn't come out the way people really wanted it, but it's just I get that, and there's room for improvement, and they have improved. But they're also trying to do their own thing, so it's just Super 7 has a style. There's toyetic, a toyetic style. you know, and like, you know, people can't accept that sometimes. Like they want, you know, their realism, they want this or something. It's just like, it's a toy. At the end of the day, it's a toy, you know. So I don't know. It's crazy, but you know, my advice to any would-be reviewer is be professional and try to like study a little bit about what you're, you know, reviewing. It's not about just because you bought it, you have an opinion on it. Like there's levels to understanding what you're doing. So, but this, everybody grows. Like we all start somewhere, right? Like we all, you know, like I didn't have to have that knowledge, but knowing how I go about things, I would have like done my best to try to get it, because you want to present yourself and your opinion with some sort of meat to it. You know,
couldn't agree. And literally, you have everybody here like agreeing with you, including that of the bearded Kaiju, Eric, Miss Buddy, another member here at MWA, a core member, as a matter of fact.
I got your beard covered. Don't worry about it. Got it. I got the beard covered. Although it fluctuates. I'm kind of like, you know, I grow it a little bit, I shave it off. I grow it a little bit, I shave it off. I can't grow this part good because it irritates me like crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like this starts growing in, and like my face starts busting out like crazy, and it's like it's painful, and so it's like usually just this, like just the bottom.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, couldn't have said it any better. I think we talk about it a lot on and off screen. So it's nice to see another, you know, individual such as yourself, Ultra, to really understand that, you know, because it's crazy. Adrian, would you like to show off Oscar's post that he has shared with us at MWA?
I sure can. In 1 second. Just need to get my life together real quick.
Because I know for a fact, Sal, if you have not heard of this,
Yes.
I don't know where you've been at, man, because I cannot see you not having this and not reviewing this. So
we'll see what it is. This right here? Oh boy. Yes. I love Zoids. I covered this Zoids Wild, the original version of this Knuckle Kong. I reviewed that one. And this one is the Gatling Fox. I think I reviewed one of them. It was either the Takara or the Hasbro. I think this collab is really, really nice.
Yes.
These look I honestly like this Knuckle Kong Rejong more than the SH Monstars.
Oh wow.
I do. There's something, you know, I actually, as much as I love SH Monster Arts, and it is the line that made me decide to start Ultrazilla. It's when I started, although I didn't do my first like SH Monster Arts review for like months until after I started it. But the Monster Hunter SH Monster Arts are the figures that like I had the most trouble with QC
really?
All the SH Monster Arts figures. So I after the last one, I forget his name, the Bubble Dragon. I always forget that one's name.
Mitsusune.
Yep. I was like, I am done with this subline. Like, I'm not collecting it anymore. So I'm not getting the Raijong at all. So if anybody, you know, that follows me and was expecting a review, it's probably not happening unless I get like a mad discount on one.
Wow.
But I will be getting it, because I was just like, I'm not doing the Monster Hunter stuff anymore. But I will get that. You know, that is so cool. And like I said, I reviewed the original Knuckle Kong, and it's awesome. I love them. They're like the wind-up toys, and they like, and he gets up and he slams his chest. So like, yeah, those pics of him slamming his chest, he's actually slamming his chest. It's like a class, like the Zoids are the classic wind-ups.
Wow.
So I got like that really cool little motor. They're really, really nice. Yeah. See that's actual like movement. Um,
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. So those are no doubters, and they're fun to put together too. So it's not like a regular model kit. It's just more like, putting everything in the right spot. It's really cool. Really dig them. Definitely on my radar to get.
Adrian, what about you?
So sadly, I haven't had a chance to play Monster Hunter yet. I might remedy that pretty soon because I'm getting bored of the games I have on PS5 right now. So I might try Monster Hunter soon, and maybe that might encourage me to get these one day. But I need to play Monster Hunter first to know.
Dude, oh my God. Believe it or not, talking about SH Monster Arts and their Monster Hunter line of figures. Their first one was, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, was it Nargacuga?
It was.
That was what inspired me to actually get into the Monster Hunter world. No pun intended. And it led up to me ended up playing Monster Hunter World. Yeah, it's just something about it. From that point on, I've just been like, and I've been bugged about it so many times by so many people. They're like, dude, how can you be a Godzilla fan and not want to get into Monster Hunter when all it is you slaying giant monsters?
Yeah.
And I never understood the premise of it. That was until I started playing. And
yeah, it's more of a fantasy world,
Yeah,
like it's more of a fantasy thing. So it's just like I see like definitely why like kaiju fans are into Monster Hunter, but I feel like it's more of like, like a lot of fantasy fans are into it. So there's an interesting crossover there for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Like but I gotta tell you, like I've played the games, like, multiple different ones. Like I like it, but I get bored of it. Like, I don't know, there's something about it. I'm like, I'm kind of done. My son seems to like it a little more than I do.
Okay.
He's more of a gamer than I am at this point. Like, he loves games. So, it is what it is. I mean, I like it, but like, I'm not like religiously like playing it. But I want to get more figures. It's just I'm not gonna get the Monster Hunter from SH Monster Arts. However, Hiya Toys got the license. And if they are as cheap as their Godzilla figures, I'm gonna be in on that because I want, like, I think that's gonna be better for Monster Hunter. And I'll say this like right off the bat because everybody thinks I'm a Hiya Toys hater. It's just like, I don't know, I got there's issues there, but I think personally they're gonna do a better job if they do what they do, like they do with the Godzilla figures. I think they'll do a better job with that line because, like I said, I personally, and the thing is, everybody has different experiences with different figures. No two experiences are alike, and this is one of the things I'm always constantly like arguing about on my channel. Like my experience with the Monster Hunter SH Monster Arts was terrible. They fall apart completely. Like I just didn't like how they move. Like I literally, and if you on my channel, like in the next few days, I haven't recorded already. I recorded an organizing Ultrazilla's toys, and I actually show a box of Monster Hunter SH Monster Arts, and they're all in pieces. It's like a Lego. It's like Legos. It's like
dude, no way.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I believe it because all the SH monsters I have, they're so fragile. I hate it. I can't collect SH monsters for that reason. If I have to use, I know I'm heavy-handed, but I need kitty gloves.
I get it, like, because I've had that experience, like, and if you look at my overall shelves of SH Monster Arts, there's like pieces all over the place. But for some reason, like from the very beginning till now, when I get one and I get it out of the package and I mess around with it, like there is no other figure line that feels the same way. Like, and this is another thing I'm always consistently talking about, like, is the plastic quality of Tamashii is super high quality. And it's just like, it's totally different than what you get from like Hiya Toys. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's like, I think a lot of folks, whenever they hear me say that, I think I'm slighting like Hiya Toys. I'm not. No. It's just a personal preference that I love the plastic quality of Tamashii. And it's not just in their SH Monster Arts figures; it's in their SH Figure Arts figures. I like whenever I get like a Chogokin, Soul Chogokin, the plastic that's mixed in with like the die cast. I love that. Like, you know, like I am a big fan of what they do because of that more than anything, and their engineering is second to none. Like, you know, there's a reason why these things fall apart and they're fragile. Is because of the way they put them together is so delicate, but they're doing it in so like, you know, you kind of could get the most out of it. I love it. I love the line. And yes, there's issues with the line. Yes, they're pricey, but I mean, like, I don't think anyone like who feels the figure and feels that plastic quality could like, you know, say that's cheap plastic because it's obviously. I mean, and if it's not obvious, let me just tell you, that is high quality plastic. It's really, really, really good. You know, like that is just awesome stuff. And like, you know, like going back to what I said about DC, when I first bought my first SH Monster Arts figure, which was Godzilla 64, the first one. I brought it into work. It was a little small, that one, right? But it was still awesome. I brought it into work and I showed the guys, from DC Direct, and they were like, they were. I mean, they deal with plastic all day, you know, like, and they were like, you know, like, wow, this is really awesome, like high quality stuff. So it was ever since then. It's like, all right, I got the expert opinion, like, you know, like, that's all I need. That's all I need. This is awesome. And it is awesome. Like, I still love the line, but yeah, the Monster Hunter stuff, not so much. I had bad experience with it. So, like, and I can't say I loved the characters enough to justify continuing to get that particular subline. But yeah, I will check it out from higher for cheaper with more sturdy plastic, because they do have sturdier plastic, you know, so it's like it's not going to fall apart on you. Maybe that's what that type of line needs, with like a lot of wings and all that. So, you know, definitely, you know, I'm interested in checking out what they do.
That's, oh my God, it's crazy you mention that, because I think Adrian knows. My love for articulated figures had ended. I can't even tell you how long ago. And ironically enough, the post that we were sharing here with you, with the Monster Hunter Zoids crossover, was created by a moderator, one of the original moderators here at MWA, and we call him the articulated simp. He loves his articulated figures. He would praise Tamashii Nations, Haya, anything that has to do with like a highly articulated figure. And like, and I'm gonna be honest, like with the quality control that you were just mentioning, it's one of the reasons why I stopped. Also, like, you know, the highly overpriced figures with literally practically no, you know, unique accessory to come with it. I'm like, absolutely not. But nonetheless, is this like the most recent one that I did acquire, though, I'm not gonna lie, was the 72 Godzilla that they dropped.
Awesome.
And yeah, and that afterwards is just like I have not touched anything else. Besides Godzilla, obviously, you know, I'm a huge Ultraman fan. I know that they just dropped the King of Mons figure from SH Figure Arts. I'm not even going to touch that because I could only imagine how fragile that may be.
I wanted to get that figure, but it's like, you know, you keep some of these figure like orders and pre-orders. Sometimes you're like playing chicken with this stuff, and it's just like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do it at the very end and next week. You know, make sure I have the money for it, because it's just like that was a P Bandai, that one. So, and then I just missed the deadline completely. So it's just like, now if I want it, it's like gotta spend like $200, and I'm like, or more, you know, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to do it. It is huge though. I've seen a lot of pictures of it. It looks awesome. You know, King of Mons, like, he's cool. I have a Bandai vinyl, DX vinyl of it. So, like, it's like maybe I'm like okay with just that, you know, like, because I just, you know, I decided because Galactron is, up for pre-order now. I don't know if it ended actually. And it was just like, I could put that money into trying to get King of Mons, or I could get like a kaiju that I really actually love, Electron, and make sure I don't miss it, because that's also P Bandai, So I did that. Sometimes you just gotta like know where to put your funds into. Like, what am I getting? Do I really want this, or do I really want that? And like, I just made another decision like that just this like past week, because because I'm a huge Transformers fan, which is, oh my god, that is like,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Like, huge Transformers fan, and like the latest HasLab has been up, and that's from a Japanese Transformers series, Transformers Victory, and that's Leo Kaiser, who's never had a real combiner except for the original one, Japanese G1. So it's awesome. But I'm like, at the same time, it's just like not like a combiner I really like, and it's $300. And you have to pay up front, so it's like, man, I don't know. Like, I kind of was just like, all right, let me put that, not touch some money, and because you had 45 days to decide. We're in the last few days now. And this past weekend, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to move that money to other things, spread it out, because that's, a good chunk.
Absolutely.
And I was just like, I can't justify it. I was like, I can't let FOMO like rule the day, because, it's like with a HasLab, and I've gotten every Transformers HasLab except for Unicron, because that was like $600, and like plus whatever shipping and whatever tax, it was like $600. Yeah. And it was like, I saw it in person before like that ended at like NYCC and stuff, and it was like, it looked awesome. But I was like, man, no, I can't do it. I can't, I have a limit. What, around 300, 350 is like, the most. I don't think I've ever spent over that on one single like figure set, whatever. That is my limit. Like, because of the amount of stuff I collect, and because I have the channel, and like I want, and I do pretty much daily videos. Like it's a quantity over like one. I don't even know if it's gonna be quality, but like, price wise, I'd rather spread that out.
Absolutely.
No, I get that. You definitely got to make tough decisions like that. I know last year there was a few figures I had to pass on because of something else coming up at the same time.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
What was it last year? I think the Cybot dropped 1 week. The Cybot X Plus 30 centimeter dropped 1 week, and what was the other thing? I have it now. It was something else dropped that same week. I was like, nope, I can't get both. I'll get the one I really want, because I can't afford to drop $600 on figures in 1 week. I can't do it.
I get it. It's sometimes everything drops all at once too.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten a lot of things in lately, and it's just like, oh my god, and it's just like, it feels like it's like non-stop. That's why I was just like, I can't do this Leo Kaiser. I can't do this HasLab. It's like, I don't like the character enough to spend that money. Like, there's other things that are, coming out. Like, I'm a huge Voltron fan. There was just a Voltron from this company called Action Toys.
Okay.
It just came out. Like, I've been waiting for it to come out, but I didn't pre-order it because I'm like, do I need another like Sola Chogokin style?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
I already have the Sola Chogokin. I have this. I have that. I have like a whole display case of Voltrons, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna wait. And then like the reviews from overseas started popping up, and I'm like, oh, it's actually smaller. It's still pricey. It's like $200, but like it's smaller than some of the like other like ones that I have, the other like kind of masterpiece style ones that I have. And I'm like, that kind of made it attractive to me in a way, like, because it's not going to be like the same size of everything else. And there's something about it. I'm just like, and that was one of the things. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shift my money to that because that's out now. You know, but I was able to get other stuff too. So, you know, but yeah, you got to shift it around, and you know, sometimes you cancel stuff, and the more pre-orders you could do with like, you know, no hassle cancellations, the better. Because you know, sometimes you have to shift, and in my line of business, like, you know, like I said, I'm in the comic industry. I letter comics. It's up and down. Like sometimes I'm getting a ton of work, like I am, like lately right now, like as like right before this, I was lettering Ronda Rousey's graphic novel.
Ooh.
That's coming out. Yes. Hello.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm working on that right now, and it's actually really good. It's really cool. It's a cool like action story. It's got some heart too. So it's very interesting. So I'm working on that, and you know, like, but it's just like it's ebbs and flows. Like I was saying before, like, you know, work, you know, in this line of, you know, work with, especially when you're freelance. And this is why I'm able to do a lot of videos, is because I'm freelance and because of the ebbs and flows. But I treat Ultrazilla as work. Like that's another thing.
Yeah.
Advice. Like if you're ever going to do anything, like treat it like it's work, even if you don't make much off of it. If you treat it like something you love, but something, you know, that's also like work, there's a little bit more pride in that gets put into it. So you know, it's another piece of advice that I could give. So I always treat Ultrazilla as like, I mean, it is like a job for me now because I do make a little money off of it, and you know, like, you know, it's not a ton, but it factors in. So when I have more time, I do more videos and I get further ahead, and you know, I try not to have any breaks, like, and that's because I could get ahead. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't always work out because, you know, sometimes you get sick and whatever. I was recently sick, and I literally missed 5 days for the first time in like a year and a half. You know, like I straight like a year and a half, pretty much like no days was there not a piece of content on our channel. So I was really proud of that, but like it caught up. You know, like what are you gonna do?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because of ebbs and flows, like you have to keep things loose, you know, and be able to cancel some stuff. And I try not to do too much where you're putting your money ahead of the release. Like I really try not to do that. Like even like P Bandai stuff, I don't do that anymore. Like I'll try to get it like later, you know, like unless it's something like I really, really want, or it's on the US shop. It's easier. Like it's impossible to get stuff from Japan anymore, P Bandai wise, because they blocked everything. So you have to like jump through hoops to get it, and I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sal, I know we have just a few minutes left. If anything, Adrian, if you don't mind pulling up that one little bit of information I was discussing with you about, the specific DVD that a lot of people within, I guess, the last, there's no watch on my wrist, but I'm gonna pretend like there is a watch. 24 hours you guys had to order from the Criterion website, the Godzilla versus Biollante DVD. Besides collecting figures, Ultrazilla, we every time we have an unboxing, or we just can't wait for an unboxing, and it could be during like a Let's Talk Raw show, we will show it off. We literally buy anything and everything circulated around clearly Godzilla, but other properties as well. And we are big fans of physical media. Are you, my friend, a big fan of physical media? And if so, did you get this?
I actually didn't even see that going up. I saw the pic. I didn't realize what it was. Honestly, like I didn't really look into it. I'm into physical media, but like I don't really like go crazy over getting that stuff.
Ooh.
Like, you know, if it kind of comes up and I'm like, oh I'll grab that. But I have the big, Criterion set, all the Showa era stuff. This would have been really cool to get. I just didn't realize it was up.
Yeah, great. And like I said, this was just announced like 24 hours after the 24 hours, which I think it's already like
Done.
it already, wrapped up. It's no longer available to us anymore from the Criterion list. Now there's two options to choose from. You had the
I have it up, Jordan.
All right, thank you so much. Jake has FOMO when it comes to physical media. Listen, we couldn't agree more, man. I mean, we talked about it last night, I think, about this specific DVD amongst a bunch of their other Godzilla DVDs that the Criterion website has. So I couldn't agree more.
So is it not available anymore? It looks like it's available now.
Oh, it's still available.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so and you could get it now for half off, which I think it's pretty awesome.
That's some really nice art, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Clearly the more definitive version is the 4K and Blu-ray disc set. It comes with multiple features, including behind the scenes footages, interviews, and all this other, neat mumbo jumbo stuff that I think it's personally worth getting, despite that there is not an English dub in any of the variants, but with the other exclusive content that 4K and the Blu-ray DVD have, I think that will solidify my reason behind buying it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's. Oh wait, I know Samson. Dude, listen, we've talked about it all the time, man. Yeah, like just to give you a quick runs up, like I said, we praise physical media.
Mm-hmm.
Funny story, our good old friend Oscar, again, one of the original moderators here at MWA. Adrian, I'm actually going to have you tell the story since you're the one that brought that to my attention, bro. So go right ahead.
So, okay, I'll try to be quick. So at work, we get some recognition points. I was able to get all the Heisei and Millennial Godzilla movies on Blu-ray from work. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I have all these extra DVDs now. I don't need them no more. Let me just give them to somebody who doesn't have these on DVD. So I try to give them to our friend Oscar for free. I wasn't gonna charge him nothing. All I was gonna do is just need an address from home. I was just gonna send it to him. This guy was trying to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Oscar tells me he does not want them because he doesn't have a Blu-ray or DVD player. He refuses to get one until he has his set up the way he wants it.
I'm sorry, but when I was told this, and I'm like hours late into the conversation, like I'm just looking in our group chat, I'm like, what's about? And the more I start reading, I'm like, my face changes from this to, and I just go on a rant. I'm like, dude, listen, you are going to get a Blu-ray DVD player. We've even offered to buy him one.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I just thought that was a fun story to tell you.
It's topic. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's just a Blu-ray player. Like don't have to get a crazy setup for it. Just go ahead. Just do it. Just do it.
You heard that, Oscar.
No big deal. You can get them like super cheap nowadays.
Yes. You heard it from the man right there, Oscar. Like, Samson is. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wow, Jared just actually got a VCR. Oh my goodness.
Going in the right direction.
Oh my god, it's for real. Listen, that could be literally a whole nother spiel on a whole nother show.
It really could be.
Ultrazilla.
You know, hey, Dr. Hines asked what this Mothra was behind me. I mentioned it early on, but I'll just bring it up closer for him.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the Mondo Tokyo SOS.
We'll give you the solo screen.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Pretty nice. This was I guess the standard version. There was like an exclusive version that had the eggs, the egg hatched. But I'll take it. It was free from me, so I'll take whatever they want to send me. But that one is very, very cool. It's a beautiful piece. I love it. And this and the Godzilla, it's just like the only two pieces like my wife allows me to put up here because they're beautiful. She's like, all right, those are gorgeous pieces. So.
And now that you think about it, you really don't need the exclusive version because you have the larvas right there attacking Godzilla.
Right.
So
that's other babies. That's more babies coming.
Oh man!
But both of them are beautiful pieces for real. Yeah, I love
definitely. Ultrazilla. I can't be more grateful enough to just be able to sit down and just chat it up with you, brother. I know, again, we have been in the talks.
Yeah, we've been talking.
To be
Kaiju
here for
Brooklyn. And
yes.
The Kaiju Brooklyn anniversary
screening. Yup.
That was the 70th anniversary, kicking off the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. Speaking of which, can I plug something right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Go right ahead.
Speaking of which, and speaking of getting cool stuff for free, Bandai sent me a huge box of Godzilla products to celebrate the 70th anniversary. My unboxing just went up this week. I'm going to be doing a review. I'm going to be doing some other videos for them, but one of the videos I'm going to be doing for them is a giveaway. So if you are into Bandai Godzilla stuff, it's like, movie monster series, like the eggs, the HG series, there's a lot of different things. Go check out my unboxing and stay tuned because all of that stuff in that unboxing is going to be given away. So it's all for you guys. They sent it to me with us, the purpose of, hey, let's help celebrate and get the word out about Godzilla's 70th anniversary because it goes all year. So very, very cool. So a bunch of stuff there, with Bandai, which is, for me personally, that's kind of like, wow, man, this is, to be able to work with Bandai is amazing. It's just like how a lot of us started with Godzilla toys, the monster series, the vinyls before that, that's really cool. So for me, it's an honor for sure. And, getting to help spread that love out there, and, I love doing giveaways. Adrian knows.
Yes.
So this is a really cool thing. So definitely check out the channel, check out that unboxing, and then more videos to come, including one where we're going to the American Dream Mall, actually, to check out the
Jersey
stores there. Yeah, we're going to Jersey. I've been there before. It's really, really cool.
Oh, it's a phenomenal mall.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And the Bandai store there is really cool. They have a Nanoblock store there. A Gashapon store with Nanoblock. So we're going to be checking out that as well. Once again, for Bandai. So pretty cool stuff.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, you guys heard right there. Go ahead. You have the link right there below Ultrazilla. Go ahead and check them out for some neat videos and for a possible giveaway item.
Yeah.
You guys will not be disappointed.
I believe there's going to be 3 winners, by the way. So,
3 lucky winners, everybody.
3 lucky winners with 3 different sets of figures. So I'm separating them into 3 sets. Yeah, it's better to spread it out a little bit.
That's right. Spread the love.
Not everything. You can't spread out everything. But I figured 3 little separate sets. Is a little bit nicer.
That's awesome,
Most
man.
definitely.
Yeah, y'all heard it. Go ahead, check them out. And also, if you guys haven't yet, what are you putting out, Adrian?
Go follow Ultrazilla.
That's my friend. Go follow Ultrazilla. Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on YouTube. Follow him on Facebook. All right. He is a true and near dear human being, a good friend. I like to consider him a very, very good friend of mine.
Except when we're playing Godzilla Battle Line against each other.
Oh,
Destroy.
dude, you just gave me PTSD.
Hey, you've wiped the floor with me the last couple of times.
Okay, all right. Well, Adrian, he is my arch nemesis in Battle Line. The second I see the letter U at the end of that word, the exclamation point in Ultrazilla, I'm like, oh,
it's on. Let's fight. Come on, let's fight.
And then, like, after the fight, we would message each other on Instagram.
Yeah, it's every time. The post show.
Literally, oh my god! It wouldn't surprise me. Have you played recently?
Yeah, I play like every morning, like when I'm like, having my initial cup of coffee. I'm like, that's usually when I play most. Like I try to get like the daily challenges out of the way. And then like, if I'm not doing anything for like a second, here and there, I'm like, I'll play a good game, I was more addicted to it for a while. Like I was like constantly playing. But like it kind of eased out of it. I think it's because when I stopped doing the battle pass, like I was like, I don't want to pay even $5 for this anymore. I'll be honest. Like, why am I paying even $5 for this? It's just like a silly game. So it's just like it does make it more fun with battle pass. You get more stuff, but it's like, I think I was trying not to play more. So it's just like, I think if I stop doing that, I'll actually not play more. And, it actually worked. So it's just like now it's usually morning and like, sometimes like late at night before I'm like, okay, I'm not tired yet. I don't feel like watching TV. I'm definitely not doing a review like half asleep, so those are the, two main times when I'm kind of like on.
It would not surprise me if when I hop on, you just so happen to be there, and we're just going to be duking it out. I'm a screen record it, and I'm gonna send it to them so that they know how much of a bully you are to me.
No, get out of here. No, Jordan is he's leveled up a lot since those early days. He has.
Please.
There you go.
But to all of our fellow viewers, thank you again for tuning in. Of course, none of this would be possible if it wasn't for you guys. As always, make sure to check out all of our socials. Not only are we extremely active here on YouTube, we're also on a bunch of other platforms. If you guys were watching from the beginning all the way to the end, we shared our Facebook group where we have almost 1,000 members on there. So go ahead, follow our Facebook group. Also, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, follow us on Instagram, X, X, Twitter, whatever you guys prefer to call it, TikTok, Spotify. And once again, we are officially affiliated with Super 7. So again, go ahead to our Instagram bio.
Click that link, guys. Click that link.
Click that link. Buy whatever it is you guys want to buy. You guys don't want to miss it out. All right. You guys will not be disappointed. I mean, it's Super 7. Come on, buy from Super 7. Also, we will be interviewing none other than, and I kind of wish we got a chance to talk about a little bit here today, since we know Ultrazilla is a huge professional wrestling fan. We will be sitting down with none other than WWE Hall of Famer Eazy-E Eric Bischoff, the mastermind behind what was WCW, the NWO, and so much more. So again, do not forget to chime in for that.
For life, I can't remember how to do it.
For life. That was too sweet.
There we go.
Well, once again, thank you guys all for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
As always, we gotta, give Sal a proper outro to what we normally like to remind our audience of what to do, Adrian. And what is that?
Of course. Always to embrace the attitude.
Awesome.